Hi there, welcome to this learning series of cloud computing with Microsoft Azure. In the following sessions, we would be learning about various DevOps tools and services available on Microsoft Azure Cloud. We would explore various use cases, perform practicals by creating instances for resources, exploring various options available on the cloud, on the portal. Before moving to the practical exercises, let us first explore what is DevOps and what we can do with Azure DevOps. So let's start. Azure DevOps is a service or a set of services that is available on Microsoft Azure Cloud, where you can plan smarter, collaborate in a better way with your teammates. They could consist of developers, testers, operational engineers, or DevOps engineers, or more. You could ship in a faster manner. You can make use of various repositories, be it Git, GitHub, or Azure offerings. With a set of modern developer tools and services, you can use various tools like Jenkins, Jira, or more tools uh, to integrate your project in a faster pipeline and speed up pace. So what is DevOps? DevOps is a set of software development practices that combines software development and information technology operations to shorten the system development lifecycle. It is vital in the industry. Earlier, we have only development and testing as a separate phases, but today we have automated the processes in order to increase our output and reduce the delivery time or development time. We could reduce the overall time and deliver the faster way, fixes and updates frequently when we can align with the business objectives. So DevOps consists of three basic components. It consists of development phase, quality assurance or QA, and IT operations. In the development phase, we are designated to develop what the object is, what we want to develop. Actual coding takes place in the development phase. When a piece of code is written, it will be tested against certain parameters or standards. It would be termed as quality assurance or testing. And then we can have various set of IT operations that could be involved throughout development and testing. We would be working on with a team that could be separated in terms of geographies, gender, age, or experience, or technical skills, availabilities, and more things. So how we can combine in order so that they have a collaborative environment to work together. We can integrate these things with DevOps. We have a huge range of tools that are available to us when it comes to cloud. We can use various tools like Git. We can manage version controls. We could use containers like Docker, Kubernetes. We could also use Chef. We could use Jenkins, JUnit, or Selenium for testing. We could use Maven or any other tools like Gradle for build purpose. We can have a monitor with Splunk, Datadog, or more things. We could have a release, deploy, operate, monitor, plan, code, build, test, and these cycles continuously moving again and again. We can have a delivery pipeline where we would plan, test, and release our applications from our company directly to the customers. And we will also consist of how our customers produce output and generate results. And we can continuously monitor those things. And based on those reports or analytics, we could plan our next steps. So DevOps is a combination of all these processes. Most of you would be familiar with what is DevOps, and there's a difference between different software development models. Earlier, we have a waterfall model, then we have the agile model, and now with DevOps, we have a better or integrated solutions. Usually, waterfall takes months of development and testing. We have a business which generates the requirements, that is called requirement analysis phase. That could be generated either by brainstorming, analysis, or different things. Then we have the development team set to design and build. based on the requirements. Until a business has not given the requirement, the development team never starts working. And till a development team has not completed their development, testing team could not test those codes. So in this case, we have stepwise function. When step one is completed, then only we can move to step two. So it was slow, it takes time. And the operations is the last part with staging and production. With Agile, we have the testing and development phase integrated together and assign different set of slots. But it was not also much faster as we expect. It reduced the time as compared to waterfall, and the output is better than waterfall. But with DevOps, we can have integrated everything on the same phase. Businesses can raise their requirements every time or anytime. Development team can work upon various segments of code anytime, and the testing team may test on different sets of code based on different times or units. So they can perform or work parallelly, and the output is within the days. The Azure DevOps on the cloud generally offers 5 sets of tools. First is Azure Boards, Azure Repos, Azure Pipelines, Azure Test Plans, and Azure Artifacts. We can integrate these 5 services to build our DevOps models on the cloud for any organization. With Azure Boards, we can plan, track, and discuss work across your team. You can deliver value to your users fasterly. Azure Boards allow you to check what are the stats moving to the community. It could be compared to Facebook or WhatsApp or notification tabs. You could have different notifications on your screen regarding your team or development phases at the stages what they are moving. You could check status, and it is good for a team when they work in a collaborative manner. Then we have the Azure Repos. It is a set of repository. You got unlimited cloud-hosted private Git repository. You could have the Git repository, the private, and it is unlimited. So you can have a large number of repositories on your hand. You could collaborate, pull requests, generate advanced file management, and perform various operations with repository. Then you have the Azure pipeline with code integration and code deployment. That works with any language like Python, C, Java, Ruby, C#, .NET, or any platform, be it Windows, Linux, or Mac, and the cloud. You can connect a GitHub or any Git provider and deploy it continuously to any cloud, be it Azure, AWS, IBM Bluemix, or more. You have this pipeline in order to arrange everything in an orderly fashion. Then you have the Azure Test Plans, where you can design the test suites, test cases, and test plans for test management and exploratory testing toolkit, which allows you to ship your package or deliverables with confidence. You could perform different set of testings based on test plans. Then you have the artifacts. That is a deliverable model. You have the create, host, and share packages. You could easily add artifacts to the code integration and code delivery pipelines. As you're working in a team in a collaborative manner, you could make use of Visual Studio Team services in order to add a code repository. You could have the build and deploy model. You can load the testing. You could release it to the public. So this was about Azure DevOps. We will be learning more about different tools, Azure Repos, Azure pipelines, and everything in the coming lectures. I'm performing practical by creating a project. So till then, keep learning and keep moving ahead.